The movie opens with a close-up shot of a mosquito preserved in amber, setting the stage for the groundbreaking genetic technology that drives the plot of the film. We are introduced to the character of John Hammond, the wealthy and eccentric founder of Jurassic Park, and his skeptical lawyer, Donald Gennaro. The two men are visiting an injured worker who was attacked by one of the park's dinosaurs, and Hammond reassures Gennaro that the situation is under control. He insists that the park is safe and invites Gennaro to visit the island to see for himself. This brief opening scene establishes the central conflict of the movie. The tension between Hammond's optimism and Gennaro's caution, as they debate the safety and ethics of bringing extinct creatures back to life. We are introduced to two of the main protagonists of the film, Dr. Alan Grant and Dr. Ellie Sattler, as they work on a dig site in Montana. They are in the midst of examining a velociraptor skeleton when they receive a call from Hammond, who offers to fund their research for 3 years in exchange for their expertise in assessing the safety of his park. The two scientists are initially hesitant, but they eventually agree to visit the island to see the dinosaurs firsthand. This scene establishes the scientific background and expertise of the two lead characters, as well as their initial skepticism and curiosity about the idea of a real-life Jurassic Park. The scene shifts to the island of Isla Nublar, where the park is located. We see the arrival of Hammond, Gennaro, Grant, and Sattler, who are greeted by Hammond's two grandchildren, Tim and Lex. As they board a jeep to tour the park, we get our first glimpse of the awe-inspiring creatures that have been brought back to life through genetic engineering. The group encounters a herd of Gallimimus, a gentle brachiosaurus that towers over the trees, and finally, the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex. This extended sequence of dinosaur encounters sets the tone for the film, as we see the characters and the audience alike marvel at the incredible spectacle of these ancient creatures brought to life. The group arrives at the main facility of the park, where they are introduced to Dr. Henry Wu, the chief geneticist responsible for bringing the dinosaurs back to life. Wu gives them a tour of the laboratory and explains the science behind the process. He reveals that the DNA used to create the dinosaurs was extracted from mosquitoes that had been trapped in amber for millions of years. He also shows them the various stages of development of the dinosaurs, from the eggs to the hatching of the creatures themselves. This scene provides crucial exposition about the scientific and technological process behind the creation of the dinosaurs, as well as setting up the theme of genetic manipulation and the potential risks that come with playing God. As the group is leaving the laboratory, they are warned that a storm is approaching the island. They board a tour vehicle and begin to make their way back to the visitor center. However, the storm causes a power outage that shuts down the park's security systems, allowing a group of velociraptors to escape from their enclosure. The group is soon being hunted by the raptors, and they are forced to flee into a nearby maintenance shed. This scene ramps up the tension and danger of the film, as the characters are suddenly faced with the real threat of the dinosaurs breaking free and attacking them. While in the shed, Grant and the others realize that the park's security system is controlled by a central computer system, and that the only way to restore power is to manually reboot the system from a separate location. They decide to split up, with Grant, Sattler, and the park's game warden, Robert Muldoon, heading out to restore power while Gennaro and Hammond stay behind with the children. This scene sets up the stakes of the film, as the group must work together to restore power and prevent the dinosaurs from escaping and causing widespread destruction. As Grant, Sattler, and Muldoon make their way through the park, they are pursued by the raptors, who prove to be intelligent and deadly predators. They manage to reach the control room and restore power, but they are ambushed by the raptors, who kill Muldoon and nearly kill Grant and Sattler before being distracted by the arrival of the Tyrannosaurus rex. This scene further raises the stakes of the film, as the group is forced to confront the reality that the dinosaurs are not simply exhibits, but living, breathing creatures with their own instincts and motivations. Back at the visitor center, Gennaro is killed by the escaped Tyrannosaurus rex, while Hammond desperately tries to keep the children safe. Grant, Sattler, and the surviving children must navigate their way through the park, avoiding the dinosaurs and trying to find a way to call for help. This extended sequence provides suspenseful and thrilling action as the characters face increasingly difficult challenges and close calls with the deadly creatures. The climax of the film takes place at the visitor center, where the surviving characters are cornered by the raptors. Just as all hope seems lost, the Tyrannosaurus rex reappears and engages in a fierce battle with the raptors, allowing the human characters to escape. The film ends with the survivors being rescued and flown off the island. While Grant reflects on the lessons they have learned about the dangers of genetic manipulation and the consequences of playing God. This final scene provides a satisfying conclusion to the film's narrative arc, as the characters survive and learn valuable lessons about the potential consequences of their actions. Jurassic Park is a film that explores the ethical and scientific implications of genetic engineering and cloning, and asks the question of whether it is possible to control and manipulate nature. The characters in the film grapple with these questions as they confront the reality of living, breathing dinosaurs, and must decide whether to prioritize profit and scientific advancement, or the safety and well-being of the people involved. One of the central themes of the film is the danger of playing God, and the consequences that can result from scientific advancement without proper consideration of the risks involved. The characters in the film are blinded by their fascination with the dinosaurs, and fail to fully consider the implications of their creation. This theme is embodied by John Hammond, the park's creator, who is so invested in his vision that he fails to see the potential for disaster. Another important theme of the film is the importance of cooperation and teamwork in the face of danger. The characters must work together in order to survive the dangers of the park, and must learn to trust and rely on each other. This theme is exemplified by the relationship between Grant and the children, who develop a deep bond over the course of the film, and who are able to use their individual strengths and skills to help each other in times of crisis. In conclusion, Jurassic Park is a thrilling and thought-provoking film that explores important themes related to science, ethics, and human nature. Through its exploration of the dangers of genetic engineering and the importance of cooperation and teamwork, the film provides a powerful and timely warning about the consequences of playing God and ignoring the risks involved.